Hi. So here is the sort of get to know me video. I have a list and let's just get right to it. So let's start with number one. Where do I live? I live in the Czech Republic, which is actually where my parents are originally from. But as you can tell, I have a British accent, and that is because I actually grew up in the UK and we moved back to the Czech Republic just 2 years ago. And so that moves on to the second question, which is, why did we move? We moved because buying land in the UK is very expensive, and my parents wanted to have the land to be able to grow their own resources. They looked for years, but in the end, driving back and forth to the Czech Republic to view houses, they eventually decided to move here and live in an apartment whilst they look for a house. The third question is, why did we choose this lifestyle? So I actually asked my mum for help with this question because she was kind of the original person that wanted to sort of do more homesteading and grow our own food and stuff. So yeah, I asked her for some help with this question, and here's what she had to say. So she said that to her it just makes sense to spend her time growing food for her family instead of working in an office full-time, a low-paid job, you know, not being with her family. She thought that it just makes more sense. Pippin, you're not supposed to be here. Why'd you sneak back, buddy? No? Co tady děláš? Pippine! No, co tady... Pippin has come to join. And she didn't want to be relying on shops to provide us food. She wanted to make our own food, to have the land, to be more self-sufficient, really. And this is years ago. She pretty much always had that sort of pull, that sort of like want to be able to do that. But when we lived in England, we lived in a small house, you know, houses next to each other, very small garden, and she got an allotment actually at one point. You know, that's kind of, I feel like, where it started. She got an allotment, she started growing things, and that's also when like the search for a house began. And then eventually this house popped up. This house actually comes with 2 acres of land. I'm not too sure if I said that before. I think it might be in the first ever video that I posted. And so the fourth question is, who are the 5 in a family? So when I made the first video, I named it 5 in a family, buy a house with land. And in that video you see me, my mum, my dad, Ozzy, my little brother, and Pippin, my dog. And who you don't see is Alfred, my older brother. So a lot of people were confused if Pippin was supposed to be the 5th person in the family. I didn't include Pippin, but yeah, because Pippin was there, it kind of made it seem like Pippin was the 5th person. I hope that made sense. I'm trying very hard to make this all make sense, but you know. And the question number 5 is, who are you? Can you tell us something about yourself? So my name is Carolina, and I'm 16 years old, and quite like my mum, I'm a very crafty person. I love to sew, I love patchwork, honestly anything crafty, any small little crafty stuff, and I love it. I always loved woodwork even, making little wooden spoons, love it. I don't know where Pippin's gone. Pippina! Oh, he's behind me. And I've always wanted to convert a van. That's been like something that's on my bucket list ever since I was like 11 or 12. I've decided that I plan on converting a caravan at some point. As a project that I'm saving for when this house is in better shape. I would love to convert a caravan, and then maybe one day take it another step higher and convert an actual van to travel in. I also cook and bake a lot. I even had a go at food photography, which is on Instagram if anyone wants to check that out, I don't know. And question number 6 is, what are mine and my siblings' education? It's actually homeschool. I've been homeschooled for 7 years now, and I'm very, very grateful for it. Because of it, I've actually found people that I can call my true friends. I found people that I truly connect with, and honestly I would think it's the best thing that's ever happened to me. I know a lot of people disagree with that. I'm not gonna argue against it, obviously, you do you, but for me personally, I'm really grateful that homeschool was introduced to me, or even my mum, because it was her that offered it to me. She didn't take me out of school. She asked me when I was 9 or 8 or something like that if I would like to be homeschooled, and 7 years, here we are. I'm still technically homeschooled, and it's the best thing that's ever happened to me. I've really learned so much about me. I don't think I would be the person that I am now if I hadn't gone through all of that. I've seriously found everything that interests me, and when I was in school I didn't really know, what interests me. But here I am now, basically. And question number 7 is, why do YouTube? And to be honest, I'm not quite sure how to answer that, to be honest. I was always really interested in YouTube. Years back, I feel like I've always been posting on YouTube, to be honest. When I was younger, on numerous little random YouTube channels, me and my friends would post random little videos. So it's not, oh no, my piece of paper just blew away. I got it. As I was saying, I've always been kind of messing around with YouTube, posting random videos on numerous accounts. And I think it was just about 1 year ago that I actually decided that I wanted to maybe be a little more serious with it. And that YouTube account got 8 subscribers. But yeah, it wasn't really going anywhere, so I stopped. But that account, I would say, was probably the kind of first step that I took. And I know that I said I was a beginner, and I still consider myself a beginner, because this is like this is a whole other level compared to what I was doing before. That was, I barely talked to the camera. It was more just, it was a lot of cooking videos, to be honest with you. I can link it in the description if you want to go check it out, just if you're curious, but it's, it's nothing. It's just where I started posting the first really serious videos. Does that make any sense? But yeah, I gave up with that, and now I'm here with another account that and post a video on, so that me and my family can look back on it in a couple years, That's all, really. And to be quite honest with you, those 7 questions, there's a cat. Okay, well, a cat just sprinted across the garden. Bye. But yeah, to be quite honest with you, those 7 questions are the only questions I could think of. I'm sure there are more out there that I could have answered, but I didn't know what to say. I was, So this is a very short video, as you can tell, but I hope that answered some of your questions. I know a lot of people were just mainly wondering, where I live, and I hope that answered your questions. I hope you're having an amazing day. I love you all. And 5th episode should be hopefully out soon. Yeah. I didn't really have anything else to say. I mean, it was very short, but I couldn't think of anything else to say. That's all, really. I hope you... I hope this was good. I hope you learned something from this video about me, maybe. And yeah, that's all, really. I'm gonna go take this chair that I'm sitting on back to the kitchen and sit on it while I eat lunch. Goodbye. Love you all lots. Hope you have an amazing day. Hope you all know you matter. Goodbye.